Hi everyone, my name is Dana D. Hart and I'm the clinical manager for the Patrick County office. I wanted to talk to you guys about the importance of self-care during this time. While self-care is something that we stress to our clients, it's also important that we take our own advice. It is okay that today's not okay. Having difficult mental health days during this time is quite normal, and we're actually reacting normal to an abnormal situation. We're all living pretty close to the bottom of Maslow's hierarchy of needs right now on a national scale, which is something that a majority of us have never had to deal with before. No one is immune. As we, as the providers, we're feeling the same way, if not more, strains that our clients are feeling. And recognizing this fact is important when taking inventory about how you're doing. One of the best quotes I've heard during this time is that it feels like we're actually building the plane while we're flying it. And we're literally figuring all of this out as we go. So giving yourself a hug, not being so hard on yourself, and understanding that dealing with day-to-day uncertainty is stressful, it's something I really encourage. To give me some more perspective, in a recent phone call that I had with the grandmother, 85 years old, she's actually the grandma of my peer support specialist, Nicole Gussler. She actually reminded me that it's pretty normal for me and others to be feeling stress and anxiety right now. As she told me, she said, "You've never lived through anything like this before." She was somebody who was born right after the Great Depression. She lived through World War II, and she could recall living through times where they were rationing out things like gas, meat, and even sugar to make sure that the military had what they needed to be able to run. And all of this put emotional strains and tolls on folks that had never experienced that before. But she reminded me, she said, "Dana, but we survived." So remember, guys, it's okay to ask for help. We're only human. None of us are Superman or Superwoman. Make sure you're talking to your supervisor about how you're doing on a regular basis. And if you need to take advantage of Piedmont's Employee Assistance Program, EAP, please do. So here are some helpful ideas that we have put together about self-care. So I hope you guys enjoy this.
Hey guys! There's a person here!
I'm just coming back another day.
I can't unsee that. Guys, it is a natural human need to be socially connected and want to develop relationships with others. So staying at home and isolating from others, it's understandably stressful and it results in a lot of uncomfortable feelings like fear, anger, anxiety. So if you can Zoom, FaceTime a friend, do it. Maybe you've got a friend who maybe lives out in the sticks, or maybe they have CenturyLink. Go visit them. And what I mean by that, keep your social distance, bring your lawn chair and just go sit out in their yard. Or you could go old school and write them a letter. So there are all kinds of ways to stay socially connected.
Hey guys. Have you also eaten through all your quarantine snacks?
Have your free weights turned into paper weights? Have you been staying up late watching Jimmy Fallon because he's now hosted from home? Did you think it was March 65th? Guys, it may be time to reevaluate your routine at home. We've got to take care of our bodies during this time. So, if you can, try to get at least 20 minutes of exercise a day, or at least get up during the day. Take little breaks so you can stretch your legs. Make sure that you're getting in some fruits and vegetables in your diet. And you got to get plenty of sleep. Sleep is what helps elevate our mood, and it really helps our immunity, which is really important right now. Just one more cheese. Has it been a while since you smiled? With everything going on right now, smiling, laughing, finding joy in everyday things, it might seem inappropriate right now with everything that we're seeing on the news. But the fact of the matter is that laughter, joy, smiling, it's really important for everything right now, especially your immunity. So laughter is actually like exercise for your insides. It actually releases good endorphins and reduces stress. Whew. When it comes to laughter, I actually have some really cool ideas for games that you might want to consider at home. Maybe rewrite a song to fit what's going on and make it funny. There's some really good ones out there, like some old classics like the 12 Days of Christmas. I think it's the 12 Days of Quarantine. And Adele's song, Hello, very funny on YouTube. You can also play backwards strip poker or some other card game. And what I mean by that is every time you lose, you've got to put on an extra piece of clothing. And this would be fun to grab the old Halloween costumes out of the attic. Things, that would be fun to wear. And if you're like me and you're not really good at playing cards, you might want to go ahead and turn the AC up because you're going to be wearing a lot of clothes, okay? The Alphabet Smackdown, this is where you definitely have to have another person to play. So the idea is you're going to have an interviewer and an interviewee. So the interviewer is going to ask you questions. The interviewee, every time you answer the question, it has to start with each letter of the alphabet. So maybe they ask you, so hey, how have you been doing, Dana? Awesome. Well, what have you been doing to stay busy? Basket weaving. So it starts with a B, and you continue this. And as you really try to focus on it, it's what kind of gets you a good belly laugh. And then one of my favorites, since hand washing has been really important right now, and 20 seconds has become the new standard for washing your hands, I thought, why not try other things? See how fast we can do other things in 20 seconds. Like maybe doing a headstand, a real one, not like the one I just did a few minutes ago. Maybe you take all the books on one shelf and move them to another shelf, see if you can do it in 20 seconds. Maybe if you are like me and you've got a kitty cat and they only snuggle on their terms, see if you can hold your cat for like 20 seconds. Or, with all the bugs crawling around right now, this one has a little bit of a fear factor flair. Can you let a caterpillar or a stink bug walk around on you for 20 seconds? I can't keep a straight face, I'm so sorry. And then one of my favorites, which will wrap up this video, can I balance a roll of toilet paper on my head for 20 seconds while making a cup of coffee? And go! Thank you guys. Please wash your hands and stay safe out there.